Hey there, today I am doing a tag video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I was tagged by BeautyLuxeLover, and this tag was originated by Jerusha Couture, the OG, the originator of many tags. And this one is called the Superlatives. Superlatives. I can't remember how to say how, but basically we're going to be doing the most whatever bag. So most critiqued, most used, least used, that type of bag tag video. So if you're interested to see what bags I have for these categories and all about that, stick around. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My channel is about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury, whether that be your cup of coffee, your favorite fragrance, skincare, makeup, handbags, SLGs, all the things that make you feel a little bit better about yourself because you deserve it. I was very nicely tagged by BeautyLuxeLover, who is the guru of Hermes. Just a wealth of knowledge, and her video was all about her Hermes bags and what different categories she had. I'm gonna go all over the board. I've got contemporary, luxury, all sorts of bags for my video. I'm taking a little bit of liberty with one category because I've been on a mission this year to use all of my, actually for 2 years now, to use all of my bags. So there's one category called never used, and I don't think I have a single bag anymore that's not been used, but I do have one that I barely used, and like, I'll go into it. So yes, this was a tag originated by Jerusha Couture. She's tagged some people in it, and it's gone through the community, and tags have been happening left and right. I will try to find someone who hasn't been tagged down below and mention you. Maybe Dee or Camo. No, well, I think Dee's been tagged probably 100 different times. Camo Chica maybe hasn't been tagged. I'll try tagging you, and maybe Rael's Closet. I haven't seen your video yet, but I think I've been horrible while watching all of my fellow friends out there with work being crazy. So I will find you. I will tag you down below if you haven't been tagged yet. If you have already, I'm just going to tag, a bunch of people. So the categories are most used, least used. I feel like I'm doing the Grammys or Oscars. Most used bag, least used bag, never used bag, most critiqued, and most complimented. So, of those, my most used bag is, and this is of all time. I'm going by all time. My most used bag is my never full GM that you can barely fit into a frame, in the Damier Ebene color way. I wish I had more of them, but that bag is my work bag. I've had her since 2019, winter of 2019, and I rarely switch out of this bag for work. And that is why it's my most used bag. So I travel with it too. I think I've only not taken it on a plane for one trip that I've taken over the years. So it's usually my go-to travel bag. It is always my work bag. I use it at least once a week to go in the office whenever I have to carry my computer. I've tried switching out of it with a couple of different bags that I've purchased, and I go right back into it. It is just the most, it's like this never full. It never doesn't meet the needs of having to stuff it full of stuff. And yes, it's heavy. Don't get all big bags are heavy, but I don't feel that it gets to the point where I can't lift it still, even though I stuff it full of so much stuff, my computer, all the things when we're traveling, sweater, a blanket, whatever, it's just like all the purchases that I made for carry on. It's just such a versatile bag, and I love it. So I think it's so much my most used bag. I do want to get it in like the azure tone, just so I have like the summer work tote. But other than that, it's my most used. It's the one that is always out and always grabbed at least once a week. So it is the most used bag. Conversely, the least used bag in my collection, and I mean, it's an oldie. I've had it probably, it's been up here. It's basically just decoration at this point. It is my Louis Vuitton Bucket GM, and poor thing, I'll take her out. I bought her probably in it's Preloved. Oh gosh, when did I buy you? 2016? 2017? It was one of my very first Preloved purchases. I want to say 16 or 17. Because I was still living in my house in the wine country in Carlton. Yeah, 2017 I think it was. And I have carried her twice in all of these years. I should sell her, but she's not in great condition. The interior lining, unfortunately, this Vitonette, I believe is what it was called, this is starting to rip, which was just like part of the nature of it. So most of these, when you find them, have either been completely redone or the lining has been completely ripped out. So she's still original, still has all of her, quirks. The handles are very much, just falling apart, so to speak. So she needs a lot of love. But mostly why I don't carry her is because of the north-southness of it. While it is quite spacious, I can't get a computer, at least my computer, into it for work. The one time I tried, I did the damage to the lining. I did a little nick, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, force things in there and cause it to rip. So can't use it for work. As far as anything else goes, I have my Noe GM, which is like way more hardy in my opinion, and versatile and expansive. So that one, anytime I want to carry a bag that's a bucket bag, I grab that one and not this one. So this is my least used bag, and it just sits up here and looks relatively pretty. So that's unfortunate. She's pretty, but she's decoration at this point, and that's all she does. So, Bucket GM. So for the never used, I'm taking liberty here because I did change into this bag one time and left the house one time with it, but it sat the remainder of the week I had it, and I want to sell it. So this is the Muse 2 from YSL, which I was completely influenced by from Caleb Snell. He had the larger version. So it's not necessarily just that it's fussy to get into, which that's one reason why, but the size, I bought this too small of a size. So this is barely functional for me. I don't like that it doesn't have like a crossbody strap. This was fine technically, but it just, I don't know, it just seemed a little too fussy. So I wore it the one time. It happened to be like a week where the weather wasn't great. So of course I was worried about possibly damaging it. So it's been sitting in a dust bag ever since. And I think it's going to get sold. So that is what I'm calling my never used, because, and for all intents and purposes, it was barely used. We really went to the grocery store and came right back. It was like, one errand. That's pretty much never used, considering everything else in my collection I've used. Most critiqued. So this is where we get down to contemporary stuff. Although I think the next one's going to become contemporary too. Yeah, it is. So this one, and the reason why I'm kind of hesitant to bring this one up is it actually gets quite a bit of compliments in this neck of the woods. But in like the online world, in the general handbag community, it's frowned upon. And the brand is generally, the side eye. So the couple times that I've worn it recently, here in my neck of the woods, like I said, I've gotten compliments. They thought it was at least this color was a very lovely bag. But in general, Michael Kors. This is the Hamilton. Yes, they're gaudy. Yes. The logo for Michael Kors, these MKs on the canvas bags, I will say it, it's pretty hideous. It's not like an LV, but that's just my opinion. My opinion. And apparently lots of other people's opinion too. But my point is, I feel that Michael Kors runway, Michael Kors boutique leather is very nice quality. I have 3 of these still in this particular kind of leather, the pebbled leather. Have these, over 10 years, I think almost 15 years at this point. They're very supple and very nice. So I love this particular leather and the collection leather. So I have a bag from his runway collection as well. Where it's crap and where we get the critiquing going on is the Saffiano. And that's where, in the canvas, a lot of folks have their first taste of or have had experience with. The Saffiano falls apart. It's plastic. It's not like Epi from Louis Vuitton. It is literal plastic. And the canvas is horrible as well. So those bags, those are crap. Sorry, they're just crap. They're not made well. So if you can get a certain line, in my opinion, they're quite nice. But do they have hatred? Do most of the designs get frowned upon? Are they kind of copies of other designs? Sure, okay. This was a copy of a Burton. It totally was supposed to look, and that was why I got it. The belting, the lock, and granted, it's very different, but that was its intention, was to, go that route. So this is the most critiqued bag I have, or brand, I should say, I have. Finally, my most complimented bag, and there's actually, I think everything I've gotten from this brand is most complimented. So this is just one example, but Ralph Lauren. This is my RL50, and I have to say, everywhere I have gone with this bag, tons of compliments. It's very, very well liked. It's just a gorgeous bag, very well made. My Ricky too, it gets compliments. I think the Ricky is more well known out there in like the handbag community online, so that one definitely got compliments as well. And then of course we've worn it, or I've worn it out with friends and stuff, so we've worn our Rickies together. That's gotten compliments, but this one's a little less, I guess, mainstream. So this one gets a ton of compliments, but so does the Lauren line. So the Farrah, I mean, anything from Ralph Lauren has gotten a ton of compliments. It's just not as, oversaturated, I guess might be the word for it, and that's why. So I think it's just when you don't see a lot of it and it's just like, oh, that's a nice bag, it's very interesting, whereas you might see too many Birkins or Almas or what have you. So this one definitely online and offline has gotten a lot of, that's really interesting, where'd you get that? And of course you can't get it anymore, it's been discontinued. So it's just a really lovely classic style. The top handle, the leather, everything about it is just really, really, really nice. So that is my most complimented bag and the end of this tag video. So if you have not done this tag video, I hope you do. If you are not starting a channel yet, use it as an excuse to start your channel, so consider yourself tagged. I will find, like I said, I will find you, those who have not done it yet, and tag you as well. And I hope you have fun. So let me know if you hate any of these bags and your thoughts. So I will see you in the next one.